Today, President Trump striking a combative tone and pointing fingers at Senate Democrats.
They know it's a big, fat con job. And they go into a room, and I guarantee you, they laugh like hell at what they pulled off on you and on the public.
The president fielding a range of questions on sexual assault accusations against his Supreme Court nominee, Brett Kavanaugh.
When I look at what's happened to the reputation of a great gentleman, a great intellect, a brilliant man, somebody that has a chance to be one of our great Supreme Court justices in history, intellectually, I think it's a shame.
All this as another accuser emerged today with a sworn statement alleging another account of sexual misconduct. ABC's Jonathan Karl.
You have daughters. Can you understand why a victim of sexual assault would not report it at the time? Don't you understand?
By the way, I only say this. 36 years, no charge, no nothing.
But that happens often. I mean,
people are going to have to make a decision. 36 years, there's no charge. All of a sudden, the hearings are over, and the rumors start coming out. And then you have this other con artist, Avenatti, come out with another beauty today.
Michael Avenatti, attorney and frequent Trump provocateur, this morning tweeting a photograph and declaration from his latest client, Julie Swetnick. In a sworn affidavit, the 55-year-old details graphic accusations of what she calls highly inappropriate conduct from the nominee and others close to him. Kavanaugh vehemently denying the allegations in a statement, writing, "This is ridiculous, and from the Twilight Zone. I don't know who this is, and this never happened." Earlier today, the president wholeheartedly backing his pick.
Hopefully, over the next couple of days, it will be settled up and solved, and we will have a Supreme Court justice who will go down as one of our greatest ever.
But later at the press conference, President Trump shifting his message, saying he wanted to see how tomorrow's hearing plays out.
Do you think these women, all three of them, are liars?
I can always be convinced. I have to hear it.
It sounds like what you're saying is there is a scenario under which you would withdraw Brett Kavanaugh's nomination. Is that correct?
If I thought he was guilty of something like this, yeah, sure.
And you will wait until tomorrow to make up your mind?
I want to watch. I want to see. I hope I can watch.
All this drama unfolding on the eve of Thursday's highly anticipated hearing before the Senate Judiciary Committee, where Kavanaugh and one of his accusers, Dr. Christine Blasey Ford, are expected to testify. This after days of disturbing allegations regarding Kavanaugh's time in high school and college, first brought by Blasey Ford. And then by a second accuser, Deborah Ramirez, a Yale classmate who told her story to The New Yorker. Ramirez telling the magazine that Kavanaugh had exposed himself at a drunken dormitory party, thrust his penis in her face, and caused her to touch it without her consent as she pushed him away. Kavanaugh denied her story and said the alleged event from 35 years ago did not happen. This is a smear, plain and simple. In a highly unusual move, Kavanaugh and his wife appeared on Fox News to defend his character.
Well, I think all of us have probably done things we look back on in high school and regret or cringe a bit, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about an allegation of sexual assault. I've never sexually assaulted anyone.
But today's new allegations paint a different picture. Swetnick says she's worked on and off for the federal government for years, holding security clearances for multiple departments. She writes that back in the early 80s, she became aware of efforts that Kavanaugh, his close friend Mark Judge, and others would spike the punch at house parties in order to cause girls to lose their inhibitions and their ability to say no. She goes on to write that she also witnessed efforts by Mark Judge, Brett Kavanaugh, and others to cause girls to become inebriated and disoriented so they could be gang raped in a side room or bedroom by a train of numerous boys. She claims she, too, was raped by multiple boys at a party attended by Kavanaugh, yet she doesn't contend that either Kavanaugh or Judge were among her alleged assailants. ABC News has been unable to corroborate Swetnick's allegations. While both Kavanaugh and Judge have denied those allegations, both men are also named in Dr. Blasey Ford's accusations, who first detailed her account to the Washington Post, saying she was at a party when the now nominee pinned her to a bed and groped her. "He was trying to attack me and remove my clothing," Blasey Ford said. "I thought he might inadvertently kill me." She claims she managed to escape. Kavanaugh also denies this happened. Today, Dr. Blasey Ford's attorneys releasing a handwritten account as part of a lie detector test she took, and they say she passed. but Brett Kavanaugh submitting evidence of his own, including a 1982 detailed calendar to show he wasn't the party animal he's been portrayed as, instead noting college interviews for Brown and Yale, and this reminder to go to judges. On Capitol Hill, it was a day of turmoil for both parties.
I feel like I have a definite responsibility to hold the hearing, not only for her, but for Judge Kavanaugh. She's been waiting for 10 days now to appear, so why would we want to disadvantage her from doing what she offered to do a long time ago?
But all 10 Democratic senators on the Judiciary Committee are demanding that President Trump withdraw Kavanaugh's nomination. Tomorrow, they will be the ones asking the questions, along with this woman, veteran sex crimes prosecutor Rachel Mitchell from Arizona, who will meet Dr. Blasey Ford tomorrow for the first time. Brought in by the Republicans in committee, all of them men.
Normally, a sex crimes prosecutor would have so much more time to build trust and rapport with a witness before there would be a hearing like this.
We hired her because she has an extraordinary reputation for being able to ferret out the truth in allegations of sexual assault.
Kavanaugh will likely have to answer some tough questions of his own.
He will face some embarrassing questions about his youth, his sexuality, various pieces of his anatomy. It could be just absolutely horrifying for him to consider doing this in such a public way.
But the new allegations further splitting the already partisan committee. On one side, Democrats claiming the new allegations must be considered.
This allegation is a game changer because it's under oath and it names corroborating witnesses.
On the other side, Republicans.
I do believe the judge. I think it is a smear.
I'm very suspicious of this. He says he doesn't know the lady. He says he never hung out with the lady.
And Senator Lisa Murkowski, a key swing vote, believes in the process.
They will be on the record under oath, and it will be an opportunity for us to again hear both sides of this story.
On the Senate floor today, Republican Senator Jeff Flake, another key swing vote.
Up or down, yes or no, however this vote goes, I'm confident in saying that it will forever be steeped in doubt.
Elsewhere on Capitol Hill, angry protesters once again filled the rotunda and hallways, calling for an end to Kavanaugh's nomination.
Shame! Shame!
Among them, actress and Me Too activist Alyssa Milano, leading the charge with one group testifying outside of congressional offices.
When I was 15 years old,
for her, the fight is personal.
I felt a hand up my skirt and I was punched repeatedly in the vagina. I couldn't turn around. I looked to the stage and I said, please help me.
She has a message for senators going into tomorrow's hearings.
I hope that the senators really take into consideration the pain and the rage that we're feeling. Survivors shouldn't have to tell their stories for senators to do the right thing. We're just hoping that the Republican senators will stand up for survivors, stand up for women, and demand a fair process.
And tonight, a glimpse into tomorrow's hearing. Dr. Blasey Ford releasing a copy of her upcoming statement testifying, Brett's assault on me drastically altered my life for a very long time. I was too afraid and ashamed to tell anyone the details. And the White House also releasing Kavanaugh's opening remarks, who still adamantly denies all allegations. I have never sexually assaulted anyone, not in high school, not in college, not ever.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.